Hello everybody, and welcome to an unexpected Why Is This Happening seasonal video.
Because it's important.
Sort of Team Animelting jelly, but without the backer, because,
Yeah.
being honest, Alan doesn't care about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Alan decided he really liked Sosuke, and so he wasn't invited back for this video.
Yeah, pretty much. So, we'll miss him. We'll think of him fondly as we go on to talk about the things that we be doing.
Important.
The reason that we're doing this, I should point out as well, is because stuff either wasn't on AniChart that we really wanted to talk about, or got announced after we did the video, annoyingly, so...
We were all really prepared. We thought we were so ahead of the game.
I had weeks to edit those videos, and it was great, but we missed out on talking about a bunch of stuff, so we're going to do another little mini video, because it is very important, but we're going to start talking about the free Eternal Summer special? Is it special or is it an OVA?
It's something.
It's a thing.
It's 27 minutes more of Haru. 23.
Yes, this is pretty much it. Like, we don't know anything about it apart from
No.
it comes bundled with the Blu-ray, which is fine.
Yeah.
We don't really need to know anything because it's just going to be another episode of Free, which I am totally up for.
Yeah. Will it be anything like the previous OVA? Wasn't that like set when they were a bit younger or something?
Have I missed a Free OVA?
Yeah, it was after the first Free season. Wasn't there a Free OVA?
Have I missed a Free OVA?
Have I made up something?
Have you made up a Free OVA?
Have I just opened up a door and then shut it in your face?
I got really hopeful then.
Hold
So
on.
if this turns out to not be true.
I'm gonna just check before I crush your dreams, and then I'll let you down comfortably, because this could be life-destroying. All right, side story, short movie. There was a short movie.
I've seen the short movie. It's not that great.
All right.
No, it's okay. I've seen everything to do with Free that is out so far.
Wouldn't it be funny if there's just one thing you hadn't seen? Would
That
you be able to call yourself?
amazing. I would save it until my birthday, and I'd be like, "Yo, I'm not going out on my birthday. I gotta watch Free."
So that's how important this special that's coming out in March is.
It's basically an early birthday present for you.
Yeah.
A very late one for me, but there's a new Free OVA coming out, which is the important part here. I don't really have any expectations of this thing apart from more Free. That's a good thing. I'm not gonna say no. And everyone was like so devastated when Free ended. We've got one more episode, guys. It's fine.
See, I've just come up with a theory. You know how Free airs during summer? And you know how part of Free is to do with Australia? Australia's summer just sort of started. What if it's an OVA set in Australia?
Then I will go to Australia and take pictures of where they're at.
I've already done that.
I know, and I'm jealous. Though that tweet that you made is like my favourite thing in the world.
If you want to be part of anime history, just go to Sydney and go look at the aquatics centre in the Olympic Park. It's great. You can pretend you're a deleted scene. Oh yeah, and the hotel. If you've seen that, I think it was episode 11 or yeah, episode 11 of Free Eternal Summer. They went to spoilers if you haven't seen the series. You've probably seen the series. You're watching Ebby's channel. Ebby's seen everything. They went to Sydney, Australia, and they just walked through all those locations. And I went up to Sydney like a couple of months later, and legit, all the scenes from that were actual places in Sydney. So they must have had KyoAni staff there filming and getting all the source material.
That's so cool.
It is.
You were in a place that Haru was, and I've never been there.
I was just sad I missed out on the Sexual Tension Hotel. I didn't get to go there.
Sexual Tension Hotel.
It had a real name.
I like to think that's the actual name of the hotel. I should point out to people, I know that Haru's not real. Don't care. I want to go to there. But basically, that's the free OVA. We don't really know that much about it, so we don't have that much to say about it. It comes out on the 18th of March, though, so keep an eye out on wherever you get your specials from, I guess, because that's not Crunchyroll. Right, moving on.
Yes.
The reason why we're actually doing
the
this
crux.
video.
I've been trying to use the word crux all day.
So, crux. The reason that we're doing this video is because Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, the original series, is being re-aired, which isn't really that much of a big deal in itself because we've seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Before, but it's being remastered to look all pretty.
That's
I don't think it's being reanimated. I think it's just being, you know, put into 16:9 ratio aspect or something. I don't know. So
it is the same show you loved, but slightly stretched out so it fits the non-modern proportions.
Which is fine by me. But the reason I'm personally excited about this is because I'm hoping that someone subs it.
Yes.
Or I doubt it'll get acquired by Crunchyroll, but that would also be really cool. But the reason that I'm excited about it is because I have never ever seen uncensored Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, yeah.
I've only ever seen.
You reckon they'll still be holding imaginary guns?
That would be so disappointing. Because I want to see, like, Ninja Kaiba block bullets with his suitcase and then jump out the window.
I don't think it was censored in the Japanese release. I think that was a 4Kids thing. So we might get, like, a legitimate copy of what they got when it was airing, but in stunning new graphics.
Which is super exciting.
Yeah. I remember, because Ebby, you did a video about Season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! That was amazing. Everyone who hasn't seen it, go watch it. But
thanks.
It reminded me of when I first started watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it was airing on, like, Nickelodeon in my country for some reason. And I got hooked straight away. And I already was picking up on all, like, the little censored bits that were cut out. And I was going on to Wikipedia and they were pointing out, like, differences between cards.
See,
it would be great to see it in, like, its original flavours.
Yeah, I never picked up on that stuff when I was watching anime as a kid. Like, in Beyblade, there's this character called Wyatt, right? I'm talking about Beyblade now. There's this character called Wyatt in Season 2, who Kai is really close, well, not really close with, but knows. And in the dub, Wyatt goes crazy, and then Kai is so overcome with sadness that he starts seeing, like, the ghost of Wyatt, which they didn't censor out. He died, and I never knew. I was like...
In the dub, it was like he just stressed out too much and he needed a nap. In the original thing, he dies.
He actually dies, and I was like... Because I was rewatching V-Force. This isn't anything to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! But I was rewatching V-Force lately. And I was like, it's really weird how they keep, like, treating Wyatt as if he's dead. It's because he is dead. It's just they never tell us. It's really weird.
It's their coping See, the people who made the dub just couldn't deal with Wyatt's death. They needed their own coping mechanism. It's like, we just won't talk about him. We'll act like he never existed. That's the only way we can get through this.
But I feel like...
He just didn't go play that cyber
I feel like they didn't actually...
Dranza?
Yeah, I don't... yeah, it was Cyber Dranza, but I feel like they didn't edit anything out of that, they just changed the script. But with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's obvious when stuff's been censored, like, Harpy's lady looks entirely different, people have censored out guns and stuff. And it's...
But still they kept in the man-eater monster. Man-eater bug.
That boggles my mind, because Bakura is straight up killing people right there. He's straight up killing people.
If you haven't seen Season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! It seems normal, and then there's just like these slight tinges of insanity just happening.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, we're going to play a card game. Also, you might die or get set on fire.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't think this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. I will say that much. I think it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. But Season 0...
Have you seen Season 0?
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so mental.
But it's dark. It's like... Oh, the guy just got... It's more dark in the manga, to be fair, because
Yeah.
in the anime they make it so that the guy thinks he's been set on fire, but in the manga, he has just been set on fire. Like, he died, basically.
Yeah, the natural.
But Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 is really good, but an entirely different experience to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. And I don't know if, because we've only ever seen, like, Censored Yu-Gi-Oh!, I don't know if, like, all of this remaster thing is going to turn out to be, like, Duel Monsters, but, like, Season 0.
I was really hoping that they go through and reanimate, or they at least update the colours a bit, because even the original series, the colours seem a bit drained out. And then there's, like, a lot of random CG they chuck in at parts. Like the holographic stadiums that they had, and there's always, like, that flurry of purple and weird CG colour that comes out.
Yeah. It doesn't show up as bad on the DVDs, because the DVDs look bad. They don't look that good. Like, you know how Kino's Journey has all those, like, filter lines on it and stuff?
Yeah.
That's just what the DVD is.
Oh, God.
It's just, like, all filter lines, I don't know what they're called.
Is that like what they did with...
got...
I'm gonna really alienate a bunch of people here, but say with the first episode of Naruto, where they had the black bars at the beginning and at the top and the bottom to, like, black out the subtitles.
What?
There was, like, some release of the first episode of Naruto, and they just blanked out the subtitles, but they made it look like it was widescreen for a bit. Because widescreen anime was a thing.
I didn't know that. Got to be
Once
honest,
again,
but...
I might be telling a fib, and I might have heard of that from something else. So don't take my word on it.
To be fair, I don't know anything about Naruto, so you could be like, oh man, he turns into...
A duck?
Midna from the Twilight Princess, and I'd be like, oh really? Cool. I really wouldn't know any different.
Would that make you watch it?
Probably not.
Poor Midna.
Sorry. So, do you have anything else to say about this particularly? Apart from you hope it looks good, and I'm excited about Uncensored Yu-Gi-Oh!
I hope it means that we get another release of Season 1, because in my country all we have is, like, the DVDs where you got, like, 4 episodes a disc, and they're incredibly hard to track down. I have 1 DVD out of this collection, and I can't find any more. And it'd be great if it meant we got a HD, even on Blu-ray. Put it on Blu-ray, that's better.
When you come to the UK, you should buy our release, because it's really good.
I will.
But I'm kind of gutted, because I'm just like, oh, I just bought the first season on DVD. it's not going to look as good.
So you hope that they don't release that, or they just release it in Australia.
Yeah, and then I'll just get you to send it to me.
Yeah.
We'll do a trade. You can have inferior Yu-Gi-Oh!
I actually have an inferior copy of Season 1 that may not be as legal as it should be, but it was the only way I could get all the discs.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're getting into the bootleg territory now. But I personally hope that this brings about more Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures, because I've recently started collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures, and they are really nice.
Recently? So, you're almost done collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures.
I've got 3 out of the 6 that are out now.
I've got 3. I've ordered Bakura.
Wait.
And so have you.
I've ordered Bakura. I've ordered Dark Magician Girl. I don't have Dark Magician.
Cam does.
Joey.
Cam's moving. He might need to get rid of some stuff.
Yeah, he might need to get rid of it.
That Dark Magician one looks awesome. He's like levitating. Oh no, he's standing on one foot.
Dark Magician looks really awesome. I haven't seen it in person yet.
Green
but
skin.
I don't have either of the Mareks, and I don't have Joey. So I'm missing 3. And I've ordered 2. No, I'm missing 4 and I've ordered 2. There you go. So if you could re-release, like, Dark Magician and, like, Marek, that would be really cool.
Are there any other characters they could potentially...
Taya? Tristan?
Oh, yeah.
I totally wouldn't buy them, I've got to be honest. Like,
would you buy Tristan if it was just him, like, punching, and you could put him up against any of the characters?
Does he come with a big inflatable boulder?
Yes.
That's my question. Yeah, I would totally buy that.
And a motorcycle. He had that motorcycle. Oh, I would totally buy a Bandit
monkey.
Keith.
And a little robot monkey.
Wouldn't you get a Bandit Keith?
No, I wouldn't get a Bandit Keith. I don't like Bandit Keith that much. I'd get a Pegasus. I would get a Pegasus.
Oh, yeah.
Birthday pre-order.
My Valentine?
Yeah. Yeah, I could always use some more lady figures, because I don't have many of those.
Plus, her hair would be almost as pointy as Yugi's.
Do you think her hair would...
Her hair's like zigzags.
The box was as big as Kaiba's? Kaiba's box. Oh my.
I think the top part of her box will be that big.
Boob jokes, right.
That wasn't intentionally a boob joke. I realised what I said after it. I thought I was just making reference to a big hair.
Accidental boob jokes. Anyway.
That's what we're good for here at Team Yugi Melting Jelly.
Team Yugi Melting Jelly.
Rolls off the tongue.
That is pretty much everything
Yep.
that we wanted to talk about that airs this season. However, I thought since there was recently a really cool announcement that we would just talk about that as well.
Yes.
Which is the 2016 new Yu-Gi-Oh movie. If you don't know anything about this, I believe it's gonna sort of be a bit like Bonds Beyond Time.
Yeah.
But between Yugi and Kaiba.
So
and
it's gonna
let
be
me...
Pyramid of Light mixed with Bonds Beyond Time.
No. If it's anything like Pyramid of Light, it's going to be the worst thing ever. But I had the theory for the longest time, because I saw this image before I'd seen the, like, synopsis or whatever.
Yeah.
And if you look at the image, you can go to Yu-Gi-Oh!20th.com or Yu-Gi-Oh!movie.jp, and this image pops up, and it's a really nice image, but Yugi isn't wearing the Millennium Puzzle.
Which... that's his thing.
Uh-huh. So I was like, does this take place after Yami Yugi's gone?
That'd be interesting.
Is that what's going on here? But no,
that's
not what's happening. Because the whole film is just a duel between Kaiba and Yami Yugi, and I'm like, well, don't forget to put the Millennium Puzzle on him then, because he's not going to work otherwise, is he?
It'd be funny if that picture's from like a stage in the movie where he's just like whipped around his hair and the puzzle's just gone around to his back.
But why would you forget the Millennium Puzzle? That's like the iconic Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing. I don't
Maybe
get
he's
it.
carrying it like a flail, and if he loses, he's just gonna... well, like, how do we think this movie's gonna end up, really? It's a duel between Yugi and Kaiba. Last I checked, I think the stats count as 1 win for Kaiba, 50 bajillion wins for Yugi.
And that 1 win for Kaiba was because he threatened to kill himself.
Oh, that was the best duel ever. It's like, if you win this duel, me retrieving this disc could spell the end. And then he rubs it in afterwards, he wins, and he's like, ha, you didn't try to kill me, what a pansy.
Oh, that's such a, like, Kaiba thing to do, like, oh, you're such a wimp, you didn't kill me.
I'm off to lose my soul.
Good job, Kaiba. So the issue that this was announced in, because it was announced in Shonen Jump last month, was in the past, Yami Yugi and Kaiba have clashed many times. Yami Yugi, who resides in Yugimoto's body, and Kaiba will have a duel that bets their prides and accepts each other's mutual experience. It's basically like a massive fanfiction.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just going to be exactly like Bonds Beyond Time, where they have that little bit of setup, and then it's all duel, and it's I'm gonna hype it up beyond belief, and I'm gonna be really disappointed, because I did that with Pyramid of Light, I did that with Bonds Beyond Time, and both of them have disappointed me quite greatly.
It's gonna be the best movie of all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movies.
Do you reckon?
It hasn't really got a big wall to scale here. The other two movies, let's be honest, aren't great.
Like, the only reason that Bonds Beyond Time was passable was because it had Jaden and Yugi and
Yusei
all up in there. By the way, Jaden, can you get on the trend, please? Like, I know he's called Yuki Judai, but no one calls him Yuki, so...
Only you call him Yuki.
It would have been Yuki.
Sorry, it should have been Yuki, and Yusei.
Yeah, but no. Let's call him Judai. Oh, I've just knocked my headphones out. Excuse me.
That's okay.
So I will say, the picture for this looks awesome. I'm so impressed with how good it looks.
Aw, that kind of looks just like that. Dead fish.
Just look at Yugi's hair, it's got so many shades on it. It's like, oh,
the thing I will say is because he doesn't wear the puzzle and his hair's a bit more wavy, it makes me think it is a younger Yugi. Or an older Yugi. Older Yugi's probably right. And then Yami's gonna, like, turn up.
There is no reason for him to, though. Like, if they do that thing again where it's like, oh, it's not canon, because everything I enjoy is, like, not canon in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe.
You should make a shirt with that saying. Well, everything I like's not canon.
Not everything I enjoy, but Pyramid of Light is not canon. Bonds Beyond Time is not canon. Yu-Gi-Oh! R, the manga, is not canon. It's like, can you just start making things that are canonical in your universe, please? Yeah, they do need to do that, because that would be awesome. Yu-Gi-Oh! R is really good, by the way. Really good.
Yeah.
I don't understand, though, because Pegasus is, like, really dead in the manga. Like, Pegasus dies. Spoilers, Pegasus dies.
He loses his eye, and he dies. Whereas in the anime, he gets carried piggyback out of the castle.
Yeah, he just gets piggybacked out of the castle. And I thought he died in that, but then he turns up in... I think he turns up later on, and he's in Bonds Beyond Time, getting crushed by buildings, so...
He saves them via helicopter.
Oh, but those movies aren't canon, so you never know.
Alright, we've gone off topic a little bit.
We just want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically, so I decided that this was a good video to make. And it informs you that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is happening this season. Also, in that picture, what is up with the back of the Duel Monsters card? Is that what Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards look like now?
When they're in movies, I guess. Actually,
I
was watching an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal recently, and I finished that series actually, but the backs of the cards look different.
Really?
Yeah. But to be fair, the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Card backs have always looked different. It's just that they couldn't animate in swirls.
Yeah, that's true. I started watching GX recently because Tensei Twister is also a really big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, we watched Season 1 together. Me, him, and Emily watched it together, and it was, like, the most fun. But GX is his favourite Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. He loves it, so...
it's got some of the best lines in it.
I'm gonna throw down a fist down.
What do they say when they want to duel? Hold on, I'm gonna look up Yu-Gi-Oh! GX quotes. First time that's
looking at this picture. Oh, there's another reason why this movie is actually kind of a big deal, actually, that I forgot about. Really obviously, Kaiba's in it, and we haven't seen him since the series ended.
Which
was like real long time ago.
He was in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Was he, or was that Kaiba Man? Because Kaiba Man is not Kaiba.
Kaiba was in it.
Was he?
Yeah. Now you've got a reason to watch GX more.
Damn. Alright, I know that Pegasus is in it, so I guess Pegasus really doesn't die in that universe.
Yeah.
But Kaiba looks like that now. Just saying, he looks like that. Can we just look at that picture? He looks like that. He looks awesome. I'm not even a big fan of Kaiba, and I think that looks amazing.
What's going on with his hand as well? It's like he's about ready to...
I don't know why he's like doing that. I can't even... Is that it? No.
Are you trying to do it as well?
I'm trying to do it. I can't do it.
It's like, come over here, Yugi. It's time for another duel. For some reason he has a southern accent. I feel like that's going to be
the highlight of us just trying to do the Kaiba hand, because his little finger's stretched out. And these two fingers are like curled around, and then that one's sort of like bent at 7 angles, and then his thumb's over. It looks dumb when you do it in real life.
You don't look as cool, it's just like you're just trying to squash an imaginary apple. I'll tell you what's happened. He's lost a duel against Yugi for the 50 millionth and first time, and he's punched a wall really hard, And now he's just crippled.
And he's broke his hand.
Spoilers, 2016 Yu-Gi-Oh film. Kaiba breaks his hand. Loses his dueling hand.
He can't play dual monsters like this, no!
That's actually the setup for the movie. It's just like he's crippled his hand and everyone's trying to convince him to come back to dueling.
If that's the story, that would be amazing.
He goes into like dueling therapy.
Oh my gosh.
If they don't have a writer for this movie yet, I'm happy to put my hand up.
Yeah, you should move to Japan and work on this film.
I'll just write it all up and put it into Google Translator.
In addition, the issue reveals that the 2000 Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime series will be remastered. Also in celebration of the... Yeah, the reason that this is all happening, by the way, is that it's the 20th anniversary of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga, which is a very, very long manga.
Yeah.
I think it's like... probably 40 volumes altogether. I don't know. It's really long.
It's huge.
And that starts airing on February 7th. So look out for that. And it doesn't say anything about the movie, which I suppose makes sense because the movie's not coming out for another at least year. So... And I don't understand why, because it's literally going to be 45 minutes of them playing cards.
Yeah, but that's what we want as well. And I found out the Jaden Yuki quote that I was looking for. It's "Get your game on."
Get your game on, like it says in the opening.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that. Game on, get your game on. Come on, you better play your cards right.
See, the weird thing is, going from Yu-Gi-Oh!, which had that awesome intro with like the Egyptian music and the pan flutes and then like just like big bass, going from that to a rap.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's like, what am I still watching the show that I loved?
I honestly didn't start watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX for a very long time, and it was pretty much Cam who convinced me to start watching it in the first place because he's such a big fan of it.
Have you watched
and
the first episode?
It's literally gonna be the worst thing ever. Literally gonna be the worst thing ever. I know. It's not. It's quite alright. It's Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm just trying to imagine your reaction during that opening theme song.
Chilling out with your crew in the schoolyard. I was just sort of like, oh.
I was just hoping there'd be a moment between you and Cam where you'd like make eye contact and just go, no. No. He
watched it the proper way, subbed. So it's actually, if you want to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX or 5Ds, it's on Crunchyroll for some reason. So there you go. I feel like we have gone way off topic.
Well, how long do we normally talk about shows in like Team Buck and Melting Jelly? It's just like
that's fair.
Give about a maximum of 5 minutes.
This is just a one-off video. Like, there's not going to be a second part to it. But there you go, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Is this how we're ending?
I feel like we should end this because we are way off topic. We're just like, let's talk about every single franchise to do with Yu-Gi-Oh!
And all the figures.
The figures are... Let's do that. Yay.
I only have one with me. The others are in the other room, but...
This is my Kotobukiya exclusive Yugi. The one with the eye on his head.
Is that... Yeah, that's the one I have in my hand. We're both holding them up at the same time.
Okay. There you go. Yugi for scale. That's how big my head is compared to Pat's.
I am also doing the scale.
Yugi for scale.
What a way to end a video.
I feel like that's a good way to end the video.
So...
I will leave links in the description to Pat's channel, and go tell Bakashift to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Because then he can join us when we do this sort of stuff.
He's missing out on a lot of things right now.
Yep, just because he doesn't really care that much. Which is fine.
What a shame. Anyway.
So, thanks for watching, thanks for coming and joining me, Pat.
That's okay, I loved every minute of it.
Cause Yu-Gi-Oh! And we will see you again. Oh, that was so nice. And we will see you again in a couple months for
Yep.
Team Backer Melting Jelly with the backer. With the backer.
I'm gonna laugh if in the comments someone just goes, this video just does not have enough backer. Absence of backer, 0 out of 10.
I mean, there's been a lot of backer in this video, but I don't think we're talking about the same kind. Alright. Until next time, thank you for watching, take care, and I will see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.